Welcome to the Scream Queens Horror Movie Road Trip Podcast. Oh, that's your final girl Justine screaming her head off over there.
Yeah, and that's your sole survivor, Mr. Josh, in the driver's seat. Hey.
So,
We're back.
We have kind of an interesting little road trip that we're on. We are heading to the far corners of Oklahoma, southeastern Oklahoma, to a town called Hugo, Oklahoma, to go see an infamous cemetery called Showman's Rest. It is a circus cemetery. Do you want to tell them a little bit of history about that, Justine?
That's just where the people from the circus would stop whenever they were taking breaks, is in Hugo, Oklahoma. And
yeah, back in the early days of the 20th century, Hugo was like where everyone would come together for the winter, and they would pitch their tents, and they would be in Hugo for the summer
they
or the
would
winter
house
time.
18 different circus groups at one time. So it's kind of just a circus town. There's a lot in the town that pays homage to
a lot of circus themed stuff in Hugo.
Yeah.
And we thought it'd be pretty cool. This is where, and when they died, they buried them in the cemetery. Showman's Rest is part of a bigger cemetery. I don't know the name of that cemetery, but the main attraction...
Like Mount Olivet, I think, is the cemetery name.
The main attraction, though, is Showman's Rest. And people do travel to come see it. It's kind of like one of those oddities, you know?
Yep.
So, we thought, hey, let's road trip and go see it. And what movie reminds you of a circus, Justine? What are we going to talk about today?
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about Freaks.
Oh, the 1932 Todd Browning classic?
Yeah.
That's
what we're going to talk about.
Yes, it is.
We ended up choosing that because here in Oklahoma, it's spring break time, and we weren't able to get the cabin that we...
Yeah, remember at the very end of last episode, we told you guys, next episode is going to be Cabin in the Woods. Well, we're pushing that back to April because it is spring break season here in Oklahoma, and it was really hard to find a cabin. So we're going to do that.
We didn't plan well. Yeah,
we'll do that next month.
That was our bad.
So episode 13 is Freaks, road trip to Hugo, Oklahoma. So you'll stay tuned for episode 14 for that Cabin in the Woods episode, okay?
Yeah.
Don't you fret.
Thanks for sticking with us, guys.
We love you.
But I mean, we've enjoyed the idea of coming out here or entertain the idea of coming down here for some time.
Yes,
so we're excited to cover the movie Freaks.
Yeah, we've been really excited about this road trip. When we heard about the Showman's Rest, we were like, oh, yay!
Yep.
That'll be really cool to do.
So that's what we're doing.
And so now we're doing it.
And it's a rather short movie, so...
Yeah, it clocks in at, 64 minutes?
Yeah,
something
it's not
like
that long. And it's very, very old. It's from 1932, so we're going to get into it.
Yeah,
so let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, it's a movie we're going to have to tread a little delicately through.
Yes.
Because, the movie itself is called Freaks.
Yes.
This day and age... That's
not PC.
Yeah, this day and age, if they made the movie, it would be called Different Abled or something, I don't think you can get away with Freaks.
No.
But it's a celebrated movie.
Yeah.
It's worth talking about. It is unique. It is pretty horrific.
I read something that said it's of its own sub-horror or sub-genre of horror. It's all by itself.
Yeah, I agree, because most of the time it's actually kind of a drama.
Yeah.
Like a circus drama. And there's kind of a mystery, because it starts with that guy saying, come look at our new attraction.
He's
look,
like
everybody, look.
Carnival barker that's telling you, come look at the new crazy and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
And the thing is, all these people, none of them are freaks. They are just people with different disabilities.
Yes.
So that aspect is what I'm talking about when I'm saying we're having to tread lightly. These people aren't freaks.
No, they just are, they don't have arms, or they don't have legs or arms, or
they have little heads.
Or they're little people.
Yeah.
So, but we keep it PC here on the Scream Queens Horror Movie Road Trip Podcast.
But it's more like we just don't find the need to be offensive for no reason. I mean, we'll find reasons to be offensive, but it doesn't have to be at the expense of other
somebody
people.
else. Yes,
you know?
Exactly. I mean, come on, guys. Let's get with the 21st century. All right, yes. But it opens, like you said, with the carnival guy who's like, come here. Come look at this new oddity that we have.
And you're like, what is it?
Yeah, and everybody's crowding around.
I'm like, Justine, I can't lift my neck up high enough to see in there.
Craning their necks. And then all of a sudden he starts to tell the story. He's like, let me tell you the story of this oddity right here. But it didn't show it or anything, and so... Yeah,
so then we go into a flashback.
Yes. Yeah,
and we never see what's in there yet.
Not yet,
so
bitches.
So you're like, ooh, this story's gonna be good.
Yeah,
what's
don't
in
get all
there?
greedy at the opening and think, oh, here's the big reveal.
We'll tell you that at the end.
That'll be 63 minutes.
So once it goes in, what is the first thing we see? I forget.
We get to see this beautiful... we get to see this beautiful lady doing a trapeze act in the circus tent. And
high in the sky, it's a trapeze act.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's a little ditty I wrote.
keep your ditties to yourself.
My titties to myself?
Yo titties and yo ditties, okay?
Keep yo ditties and yo titties to yourself, people.
Yes, Cleopatra, she's doing a trapeze act. And then there are two little people that are by the curtain.
And they are like little people.
Yes, they're very small.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hans and Frida. Mm-hmm. And Frida is like blonde. You first see her in a tutu on a horse with a whip, and you're like, oh, this bitch fierce. Means business.
She's fierce Frida.
Yeah,
that's
but you know what? She's nice fierce.
Yeah.
She's nice.
Yeah. She's not unkind by any
She's not
means.
like Cleopatra, which you're going to find out about. A boot.
Find out a boot. No, but Hans and Frida, they're German.
Yes, they're German wee folk. Mm-hmm. And they're engaged.
Yes, we find out that they're engaged. We also find out that Hans kind of tends to have a wandering eye.
Yeah.
Frida points out, like, hey, I see you checking out Cleo up there doing her work. And this ain't the first, this ain't the second, this ain't the third time, bitch. So straighten up.
Because Cleo hasn't heard about keeping your ditties and your titties to yourself. Okay?
Yeah, so Cleopatra's going to come and put all her ditties and titties into it, so.
Yeah. So she's trying to catch everybody's eye. She's trying to make an impression.
Cleopatra, she has, I'm going to say she's got, like, maybe some confidence issues, and she definitely wants everybody to tell her she's hot.
She's like, I'll go work at a circus freak show, so I'll be the hottest person there.
Yeah, and so here's little Hans, who, is like, oh, look at her, she's gorgeous, and she's like, yeah, look at me, I'm gorgeous.
And Frida's like, oh, Hans, I see you looking at her.
You do a really
We
good
are engaged, Hans.
That's a really good Frida.
I've been working on it.
Are you in the remake?
Yes.
Are you going to be Frida in the remake?
I'll be Frida in the remake of Different Abled. It'll be the title.
Yeah, like, formerly known as.
Yeah.
Like.
Or they'll call it Freaks, but they can't use real people with disabilities,
Yeah,
It's one or the other.
Yeah, I guess. All right. We digress.
Yes,
anyways, so we get to see those three, and that's going to be the main plot.
Yeah, that's kind of like what you need to know.
Yeah, this is what you need to know. How? Okay, here's something else you need to know. You need to know these peoples.
Penis? Is that what you
I was going to say peeps, and then I decided to say people.
Okay.
And I looked and saw Venus.
So it's penis.
Anyways, there is a woman. She's very, very pretty. Her name is Venus.
Yes.
And there's another man. He's like a
strong man.
Brute of a man. And he's Hercules. And they are not they're the non-deformed, basically, of the troupe. It's Cleopatra, this clown they call Fozo, and then Venus and Hercules. And those are like the four people, plus the circus owner, who are not
disabled.
Different abled. And so Venus and Hercules are in their little wagon, because of course the traveling circus, everybody has like their own wagon that they kind of hitch up and
paint your wagon. They all get their own wagon.
There's some shit going down. there is some shit going down in Venus, or I guess it's Hercules' wagon.
And can I say something about Hercules? He's supposed to be the strong man, but compared to like...
Oh, I know. He was rather lanky.
Yeah, he wouldn't be the strong man now. Like, I feel like because of...
People like John Cena.
Oh, yeah. People like John Cena. And, you know, like roids.
Yeah, in a more grander scope.
I feel like people are a lot bigger. The strong men now are a lot bigger.
So just not rippled muscles.
Yeah, but he's 1932's version of the strong man.
Yeah, and maybe he wasn't like supposed to be rippled, but he could lift big things or something.
Health wasn't that great in 1932.
No,
Nutrition.
We're talking pre-modern, like the beginnings of modern science. It's not getting out to the circus folk, I'll tell you that much. So, okay, but they are having a spat. They are
they get in a big fight
into each other's face, and it's kind of getting physical.
Oh, he slaps her across the face, and you're like, girl, don't you take that.
Don't you take the strongest man in the world slapping your face.
He don't love you.
No, he doesn't. And they like break up. It's a real dramatic.
She gets her shit, she storms out, and she goes across like 15 feet and gets into her wagon.
Yeah, she takes her shit and then steps to the left.
To the left. I'm going out the door and going just a little bit to the left, and then going into my wagon.
And everybody's
take that.
Hitched up right next to each other, like in a big old circle. You know, everybody knows everybody. So Hercules is like any other like straight man for some reason. As soon as he breaks up with a woman, he's like, gotta go find tail.
I gotta find some good fresh pussy. That's what Hercules said in the movie.
He said, I need to find some good, fresh pussy.
Okay, he didn't.
No, he totally did.
That's going to be in the remake.
Yeah. Different Abel.
That will be a different Abel.
Okay, so he goes and finds Cleopatra, because there's like just one other woman, I guess, that fits his standard.
Yeah, he's like, all right.
None of these girls look like each other. You know, like when we were watching it, we were both like, oh wait, that's still...
Yeah, we were like, right at the very beginning, they both have like the 30s, like blonde bob.
Yeah.
Both thin.
And so does Frida. Even the little person has like the same... They all have this blonde,
little
like damsel in distress look to them.
Very 1932.
Yeah. Wow, very precise. Very 1932.
Very 1932.
And we get to kind of meet other circus folk during this part of the movie. They're just blending everybody.
You want to know my favorite?
Who is your favorite?
I love the conjoined twins.
Yeah, they are my favorite.
And I like all the people with the little heads.
They call them the pinheads. Like when I was reading the descriptions of everybody's titles.
They look like a Zika baby.
And I think you're right. I think they are a Zika baby, but I think obviously in 1930s and before we weren't like...
I don't know. I have no idea what it is. Or if it's genetic. We haven't looked into their condition, okay? We're not making fun.
No.
We are laughing with them 80 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's cute. There's this scene with the... they call them pinheads, and only because they have like a little ponytail at the top of their head.
Yeah, if you've watched American Horror Story, you know. It's like the character from Asylum and...
Freak Show.
Yeah, what's her name? Penny? American Horror Story? I forgot. Anyway, sorry.
Deterring, and then we don't even know the info.
I'm sorry.
We're terrible.
I'm sorry.
Okay. But yeah, they're a good group of people, the little pinheads. But the conjoined twins, they're pretty cool too.
They have funny little personalities.
Yeah, they're women, by the way. They're not like children. They are women, and one of them is married. And the other one is getting engaged in this movie.
The sister-in-law, the one that's not married yet, hates her brother-in-law.
Yeah, she can't stand him. And life must have been so kind of like, okay, you're married to this like asshole, and we're next to each other for the rest of our lives.
And you can't help but wonder how they have sex.
Yeah, I was sitting there for every bit of their scenes thinking like, how they get they groove on, you know?
How does Stella get her groove back?
And their names are Violet and Daisy. And so that's just about them. There's a bearded lady that is having a baby.
There's the half man, half woman. Like literally, it's like a two-faced.
Yeah, Yeah, and that you're like, okay, that is not a freak. Like, that is somebody who might have some
She
gender
might be
issues.
a hermaphrodite, perhaps.
Yeah, like we don't. Yeah, who even knows? There's a human torso. So there's the guy that doesn't have any arms or legs.
Yeah, it's just a head and a body.
Yes, and there's this cool scene where one guy is talking to him while he's smoking a cigarette, but he like lights it, and obviously with like matches. It's cool.
Yeah,
You're like, oh wow, so this is kind of how this guy would get through life.
He's got it down to he knows what he's doing at this point.
He's got it down to a science.
And then you have the guy with no lower body.
Yeah.
Just arms and an upper body.
Yes. And when he is like hanging around,
he's pretty efficient. He knows what he's
like
doing.
he wears gloves on his hands because that's how he's walking. And there's the lady that doesn't have arms, and she's showing you how she eats with her feet. And
yes.
Like just how these people live, and the fact that
my favorite was when she was drinking wine with her feet.
Yes.
I was like, girl, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I got you. I get you.
She was having her little port of wine, and like,
I'm like, we can be friends, girl.
Well, she didn't spill it at all.
No.
I mean, and I can't tell you guys how often.
A girl without arms that figures out how to have a glass of wine is a friend of mine. Okay.
Yes, queen. Okay. Yeah, we're just letting you guys know all the different people that made up their circus troupe.
And they are throughout the movie. You see some of their stories. Some of them are pretty funny. Some of them are played a little bit more tragically, or you get a sense of like just being feeling sorry for them.
They're just trying. I think the director's just really trying to convey this well-roundedness of these people. They are not one
They're not.
dimension.
Yeah, he's showing that they're really not freaks. Even though that's the title of the movie, he's giving them all a story in a way, giving them life.
There's a sweet moment at the beginning when the pinheads are running around. They're kind of frolicking in an open area. It's wooded, but it's an open area.
Yeah.
And like a farmer guy happens upon them, and he's immediately like, oh my gosh, they're gross, they're free, like just dropping all the terms. And maybe like the mother, the matron that watches over them kind of explains basically the whole point of the movie.
She's like, they're like children. They're like my children.
Yeah. And that they deserve the same respect that everybody else does.
Treat them like children, is what she says.
All right. Okay, so I think we've pretty much met. Can you think of anybody else that we need to throw, just at least describe?
I don't think so.
Okay. So now we're going to get to the big meat of it. Where there's a reveal that happens.
So, here's what's going down.
Yeah.
Those wandering eyes of Hans, they've turned more into wandering eyes. He is flat out gonna leave little Frida.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, my Hans, why you hurt me? I just want you to be happy, my Hans.
He's like, bitch, I've been doling out gifts to Cleopatra for the last few weeks. You've seen it. I've done it in front of you.
And she's talking to her friend. She's like, she makes sure to always say, thank you, Hans, for my gift right in front of me.
It's it's mean.
Yeah,
it's mean-spirited.
poor Frida. We like Frida.
Frida is
she's the little wee person.
But she, her heart is all on the line. She thought her life was pretty much mapped out. She's going to marry this Hans guy. So she decides to take it upon herself. She's like, you know what? I'm going to go to Cleopatra's wagon, and I'm going to tell her how it's going to be. I know I'm small, but...
And Cleopatra, laughs in her face. It's like, get out of here, little
and then she gets kind of, like, confused by, like, a conversation that she and Cleopatra are having. And she gets confused. She thinks that Cleopatra knows more about Hans than she really does. Yeah. And so Frida ends up dropping a big bomb on Cleopatra that changes. This is, where the movie goes after this. Frida ends up spilling the beans about Hans getting an inheritance. Not just an inheritance, but a fortune.
Yeah. I think she's like, we know you just want him because of the fortune he's getting. And she's like, oh, well, now I do.
Yeah. She's like, wait, yes, I didn't know that you knew about the fortune that Hans was getting. So she plays it like, oh, I find all this information out from you. And then she's like, bitch, bye. Yeah. Get out of here. I stole your man. I stole your man, and I'm about to, steal his life. So when she leaves, her and Hercules decide,
Oh, they're gonna make a plan.
We got a plan.
They're stewing it up. They're making it hot.
Yep.
They're getting it ready.
Hot.
They have a plan.
They got a plan. What? They got a plan.
What? They got a plan.
And what's they plan, Josh?
They're gonna, like, fool Hans into believing that Cleo is in love with him, and Cleo's gonna marry him. I was trying to sound like a Kardashian.
Yeah, you were. I mistook you for Chloe, actually. Chloe
Kardashian.
Chloe Kardashian. Yeah, so that's the plan they decide to come up with, and it works.
And of course, Han falls for it. He's like, oh, yes. He's like a horny little man.
Yep.
Okay. He might be little, but his dick is hard, okay?
His needs are huge. Wow, his dick is hard.
His third leg.
He was always going. He's always going there, man.
I'm sorry.
All
Maybe
right.
Do I need to curb my enthusiasm?
And then we have this wedding feast that happens.
Oh, this is the best.
Yes. And this is the scene that most people, like, can refer to this and then the end, or what people most refer to when you talk about
this
the movie Freaks.
They're like, oh, gooba gobble. Yes, this is the gooba gobble, one of us scene.
Yes.
So they're all celebrating the wedding. Bitch is getting drunk.
Yeah, Cleo is like, girl's getting white girl wasted.
She is like nasty white girl wasted.
Yeah, she's hateful, mean wasted.
She's like that girl at the bar that you're like, who, what? Someone hit her.
Yeah, like she's the one that's like, babe, I want you. Like, yeah. Oh God, babe.
You look at all those ugly bitches.
Yeah, look at me. I need another like LIT. I need another one. Who's getting me a drink? And she passes out at the.
So that's Cleo.
Yeah.
In this moment.
Yeah, but she's also busy poisoning Hans's champagne.
She's poisoning Hans, making out with Hercules.
In front of Hans.
In front of Hans. She is like we said, she's a mess.
She is a mess. And then that's what she falls back on.
I feel like she knows what she's doing, though.
Mm-hmm.
She's cold. She's calculated. Oh, yeah. She's a nice queen.
Oh, yes. To the nth degree. So while she's all poisoning the troupe, all of the members of the circus are like, oh, we're going to make you one of us. We've decided, like, we're going to take you in. They're trying to be accepting of Hans's bride.
It's really weird because the scene starts with, like, a sweetness. You're like, oh, they're all celebrating Hans. Here's everybody together. And then, like, it just, she's getting drunk. She's being mean. She's yelling at everybody.
She's just saying mean things.
Poor little Frida tries to, like, get herself together to show up with her head up high, but she's like, I can't take this, and she has to leave. Like, things just started getting worse and worse. But then she, like you said, she tried to recover, and everyone's like, okay, we're gonna accept her. So they do this scary little chant that is like, I don't know if I should say horrifying, because these people aren't horrifying, but there's something so like,
oh, I'm pretty sure if
strange of this
anyone
scene.
Danced around on top of a table in front of me, took different like quarts of wine and like poured it into something, and then started saying "gooble gobble, gooble gobble."
One of us.
We're gonna make you one of us. I'd be scared.
I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah. So she gets frightened. She is drunk, so it's like she gets real frightened.
She's frightened and almost like pissed. Like, don't you dare! I'm a beautiful woman. Don't you dare say I'm one of you.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I took.
Yeah, she's like scared and like, oh hell no, I ain't gonna be
one of y'all.
No way, no how. And she
Google gobble yourself, freaks, is what she says.
She's a bitch. She's a bitch to them. She throws wine on them. She's mean. She's nasty. She's a nasty woman.
That's right.
A real nasty woman.
Yeah, not the good kind.
No. Later that evening, she and Hercules, though, try to like convince Hans that like it's all in his head.
Yeah.
Like, no, we're not an item.
After she calls them freaks, pours the wine in her head, makes this like whole scene.
Yeah.
Then she tries to be like, oh my dear Hans, I did not mean it. I love you, my little wee one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and she's so condescending.
Yeah, she's
and
always like, my little baby.
To his stature.
Yeah.
It's all about how like small he is, how tiny, how wee, how very like how just his small feelings.
Mm-hmm.
She tries to just not make him dehumanize hypnotize him in a way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so she's all over there like, no, Hans, it's all in your head. It's okay. I'm cool. We're cool. Hercules and I are not fucking behind your back. And then Hans...
Drink this poison.
And then Hans passes the fuck out. And we're like, oh my gosh, what has happened?
Yeah.
And she, like, picks him up and takes him back to his wagon and, like, leaves him there.
Yeah. And, you know, keeps trying to poison him is the next part of this story.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you gotta take your medicine. And she's pouring stuff in, but there's, like, the half-bodied guy is looking through the window. And
the half-bodied guy is kind of always around observing everybody.
Yeah, he's a man.
He might be a little peeping Tom.
But he's a man in control. He's like, I know something's up. I'm gonna play detective.
Yeah, he kind of turns that peeping Tom into being like, oh, this is really bad. I'm gonna
Yeah.
And he tells all the people, he's like, hey, she's poisoning him. I saw her. I saw him almost die, basically.
Yeah.
And the circus people aren't having it. They're like, you know what? Fuck her. Fuck her feelings. Fuck Hercules for turning his back on his troupe, his circus people.
They're supposed to be family, damn it.
Yeah, these circus people are each other's family because they probably, more than likely were ostracized from their real family.
Ohana means family.
Ohana means family. Family means you never leave someone behind.
Oh, this is a horror movie podcast.
Not a Disney podcast. Oh my gosh. So they've decided we're going to come up with a plan and we're going to catch her in the act.
Yeah.
We're going to do something, and they get prime opportunity to do it.
Because they're heading out of town, right?
Yep.
The show is going on the road. Time for the next location.
Yep, and it's rainy.
Rain and man. Oh, no, it's just rain. It's just rain and regular old water.
It's just rain and water. Yeah, it's rain and water, and Hercules is trying to, like, rape Venus.
Yeah.
That's a crazy, like thing that happens.
And she, like, gets out the window. No, that guy comes in.
Yeah, the clown guy who's kind of started dating her or whatever.
Yeah.
He tries to save her, and they end up, like, flipping the wagon.
Yeah,
all the wagons are in movement right
they're
now.
going a little too fast in this rain of water.
This watery rain.
That's not redundant.
Not at all. No, there's water. There's water falling from the sky. Rain. That's what it is.
Yes.
Okay, so it flips over. So
all the wagons flip.
Well, not all the wagons, but one of them flips over, so they all stop.
Okay. I thought the little people's ones flipped over too.
Maybe the little people's ones flipped over too. But there's like all the a lot of them stopped and everything, and everybody's gone out, and they start creeping and hiding underneath the wagons.
They know what's going on. The little guy, the half man, has basically told everybody. So they're getting they've had a plan to jump into action.
This is when they were going to do it. They've got their in transit.
They got their knives ready.
Oh, it's creepy.
They are gonna. They're out for vengeance.
Yes, yeah. They take the opportunity with all the wagons stopped that this is when they're going to go after Hercules. Hercules has already been trying to rape Venus, and then get in this fight with the clown guy, and then the clown guy and everybody else, all of the circus troupe, kind of close in on him and stab him up.
Yeah, it's the build up to it too, how they're all, it's like raining outside, they're in mud, climbing through the mud with some of them holding their knives in their teeth, and they all have their little weapon with them.
Yep. And they're all climbing underneath the wagons and in through the wheels.
It's dark and stormy night. Yeah. So they get him and the girl's off. She's running for her life, screaming.
Yeah, she's like, oh my God, what's going on? And then in a whole nother wagon is Cleopatra and Hans and two other guys, and they're attacking Cleopatra.
Well, that's why I was saying just then, they're all running after her now, and she's running off.
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about Venus.
They don't try to kill Venus.
No, I just thought she was running away.
Well, yeah, she's already run away, yeah.
Okay.
But,
so,
then they all come after her.
They're getting Cleopatra.
Cleo.
Mm-hmm. They get her.
They get her. And do they ever?
They do. She gets what's coming to her.
You kind of think at this point, oh, she died. She dead. Girl dead.
But no. We got to go to the very beginning of the story.
So the movie ends with Hans and Frida. Do they work things out?
So the story.
Am I jumping ahead too far?
Yeah, so the story is that it ends and the circus barker, he comes back and he's like...
But that's after we find out, though, about Frida and them, right?
No, this is the last part.
Okay. So, I had it backwards.
Okay, so the Cleopatra gets her comeuppance, and she is the oddity that's in that box at the very beginning. She has been turned into the feathered hen.
The feathered hen. She looks like a damn chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, our navigation hoe is talking to us. She helps us get from place to place. She's our bottom bitch.
She's our bottom bitch.
She gets us from place to place.
From place to place.
You'll have to excuse her. She's being really rude and interrupting. Oh.
Left turn.
We gotta take
I gotta take that left turn, guys.
There is a toll booth ahead.
We know there's a toll booth. Okay, let's wrap it up. So, yes.
Oh, she won't let us wrap this up. We just tried to get to Hugo.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
I just passed
here we
it.
go.
Oops.
Recalculating. We got all kinds of involved.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just wrap this up. Or maybe we should just pause here. Since I can't seem to get this all wrapped up for us in a nice little bow.
She's a chicken, y'all. She's a chicken.
Yeah. Cleopatra is a chicken.
Oh, she is talking again.
I can't believe
Okay,
we
we'll see you guys in just a minute.
Yeah. All
we
right.
are almost to Hugo.
See you soon.
Bye, love you.
Bye.
Welcome to the Scream Queens Horror Movie Road Trip Podcast. That is shrill as hell. Anyways.
Yes, it is.
So, last time we talked to you, we had some bitch interrupting us.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't get a word in edgewise. She was trying to tell us where to go. We're like, we know. Hold it. Hold up.
Yeah, he means the navigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was interrupting us.
Our navigation hoe was interrupting us.
I don't know why you insist on calling her a hoe.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm being very misogynistic. I don't mean it. But she's a bitch.
Just because she took us this way and that way and all the ways around doesn't make her a hoe.
Well, anyways, let's wrap up the movie. All right, the last time we talked to you guys, we just told you Cleopatra was a chicken.
Yeah.
They gooble gobble made her one of them, didn't they? So.
Yeah, they did. They made her one of us. One of us.
So she's a chicken. Now we flash back over to Hans and his mansion because he's just a bajillionaire.
Yeah, he's a little Rockefeller these days. So yeah, we're in Hans's mansion and he's just hanging out in his little library, Beauty and the Beast style, I guess. And he is told by a butler that he's got some people waiting for him, and he's all diva. He's like, no, I can't see anybody, but they come in anyways. And who is in? Who has surprise?
It's little Frida.
It's Frida.
And she's like, Hans, that was terrible.
Hans,
but I love you.
I will always love you.
And they hug it out, and it's like happy ending and stuff.
Yeah, they hug it out.
They hug it out.
They hug it out because they're not going to kiss. Because in real life, they're brother and sister.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I found that out.
No incest on that set.
Yeah, some craziness. Hans and Frida are brother and sister in real life.
Playing lovers and freaks.
Playing fiancés. Fiancés. Goodness. Yeah. So are the times, I guess. 1932.
Yeah, that's right. 1932 freaks.
Yeah, so it ends on a happy-ish note. I mean, still kind of...
The little people found love with each other again.
Yes. The little people found love with each other.
Yes.
Yeah, so I guess let's go ahead and tell them about the rest of the trip?
Oh, we are heading back now from Hugo, Oklahoma, which is the Circus City USA. Like we were saying earlier, they used to host the circuses in the winter. When the circuses were done in the summer all over the country, they would head to Hugo, Oklahoma. And that is where they would rest for the winter, and they would hang out, chill, I'm sure, do a lot of
Have their
drinking.
own, little shindigs.
They are carnies, after all.
Yeah, so...
Oh, and so we went to Mount Oliveto.
No, Olivet.
Mount Olivet Cemetery.
Yes.
And inside there, they have a area called Showman's Rest that's all sectioned off, and it's all filled with different circus-themed tombstone, which all the patrons that are buried there are from the circus. People that either spent time in Hugo or have some
part
kind
of the circuses that visited there,
Right.
and
have some kind of connection with Hugo.
And their family members as well. Maybe you were the trapeze artist, but you were married to the concession stand boy or something. And it would say that on their tombstones that they worked concessions or whatever. It was
A lot of elephants, lots of elephant themes, and we had found out recently that there's an elephant reservation in Hugo where they rehabilitate elephants, and I wonder if it has any connection with the circuses.
Yeah.
If some of them that started there were circus elephants.
We should do.
We didn't do our research
and find that out.
The journey is the research.
The journey
Right.
ended up being the research.
But we enjoyed our time in Hugo. After we walked around, we saw all kinds of tombstones.
It was
spent about an hour there.
Yeah, it was, cemeteries are quiet, and so you just kind of walking around looking at everything and appreciating what what you're looking at.
Yeah.
They had some really awesome looking tombstones.
Really cool tombstones, like we said, with circus themes, different scenes carved out on the tombstones.
It was really neat.
It was really cool.
We enjoyed it a lot.
So did. Sometimes it was a gray day. It was just the perfect day to wander around the cemetery, and take pictures.
Yeah, and we weren't alone. There were other people that came out and were looking at, or were in the Showman's area. There's also a bull riders area too.
It's kind of infamous, the
the
Showman's
cemetery,
Rest. People around the world, I think, might have heard about it.
Around the world.
Around the world.
Around the world.
It's that cool, guys. But afterwards, we continued our circus theme.
Yes.
And we went to
Angie's Circus City Diner.
We ate some good fried chicken with all kinds of gravy, really healthy food.
And what did we get?
Well, I just told you fried chicken and gravy.
But we had the salad bar.
Oh, that was healthy.
And that was supposed to be the healthy part, Josh.
Lots of ranch and cheese.
Please point out that we got the salad.
Yes, really healthy salads because we love a salad.
The salad we had the cucumbers, and we did not have the toppings that are eggs and ham and cheese and ranch. We didn't have any of that.
She's lying. That's actually what we had.
I ate all that. Oh my God. We just
really
like
good.
food.
The interior was all decked out with different circus posters from the era and different 8x8s that were signed, or 8x9s. What's the size?
8x10s. A photo of the performer maybe in their outfit, or
all kinds of circus stuff in there. It was really cool. Circus City USA.
We keep saying it was really cool, but it was, and it was fun. And there was a sense of nostalgia there that everybody's kind of holding on to the circus, the memories of yesteryear.
Because we don't think there's still anything circus related going on. We're there the last week of winter and we didn't see anything, but that doesn't, I think it's just...
And I haven't really heard of the circus being
something from memories past.
Yeah, memories.
Memories past.
Memories! Oh, that was bad.
Oh, it was okay.
No. It was okay. Just cheer me on.
Working on it.
Well, okay, so yeah, we did. We had a lot of circus themed fun while we were in
Really got
Hugo.
us in the mood to talk about freaks. us in a freaky mood.
We going to get freaky and tell you guys our favorite scenes.
Ooh.
Who you want to say it first?
I'm gonna go first, bitch.
Okay.
Out of my way.
Oh my gosh!
I'm sorry.
He's getting aggressive again.
I can't stop saying like bitch and hoe.
Yeah, you are kind of.
I'm really gangster today.
I was gonna say like, yeah, you're being misogynistic, and you're just like, I'm real gangster. Yeah, I'm bitching how makes you a gangster. Anyway.
Well, I'm gonna go with my favorite scene is gonna be the Google Gobble, one of us.
Wedding feast scene.
There's something just weirdly chilling about a bunch of, quote unquote, as the movie calls them, freaks, like getting very intense and hyper and chanting, saying, "You're going to become one of us." There's just something very unsettling
gang
about
mentality about it.
And at the same time, there's something really enjoyable about watching that scene. It's like, this is really awesome.
Yeah, you're enjoying that creepy feeling.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
And the fact that
she's kind of a bitch.
And the fact that they did use,
yes,
real people with disabilities. Something about just seeing that film.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then I
can't
guess
say the right thing.
For the era, I think they thought it was distasteful or whatever. But looking back on it now, like, I don't see it as exploitive or anything. I mean, they did it themselves, and this is how they wanted to help represent, like.
And they're represented as the heroes in the movie.
Yeah. So they're not like evil villains. Maybe they did something not so okay, but that's like humans in general. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, I agree. Like, I love that Google Gobble scene.
Google Gobble.
One of us.
It's pretty damn freaky.
Okay.
And sad, too. You know, how she, like, ends up, they're saying, like, we love you, we accept you,
Yeah, we want you to be a part of our family.
Even though, like, she had already been kind of hateful at the table, they're inviting her in, and then she totally...
Yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? And, like, blows them off. Worse than that,
she's a bi Felicia.
She throws the wine in their face, calls them freaks,
Yeah.
You're, like, you're creeped out and then left sad for these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, because they thought that they were going to, like, initiate her, and she just decided, like...
They're like, you're marrying one of our... one of our
she's like,
friends,
hell no, I'm never going to be you guys. Ever.
Yeah, she's not
freaks.
having it. She's not having it.
Yeah, that's a good scene.
So you?
Okay, my scene, I'm gonna go ahead with like the last like Act 3 basically. All the journeying through with the wagons and how they'll like hop into the different stagecoaches and kind of the battle that's going down, the big fight. The battle royale. No, just this little fight that's going on where Hercules gets his comeuppance. And
Hercules.
All of the carnival people have like a brief moment where they might have committed murder, and
you're finally seeing some shit go down in this movie. These people are pissed off for their friend.
Yeah, and it's creepy. It's raining and it's muddy and they're crawling around in all of it and hiding, and there's people coming out with knives and they're all kind of ambushing and coming in on him. It's like a swarm.
And the fact that there's no score is really creepy. The fact that you just hear the rain and the screams and the people running in the mud and their footsteps, and you're just getting a combination of all that, and that's kind of what's setting the mood more than...
Makes you feel like you're in it.
Yeah, more so than like a score.
I agree.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Golly, you are just...
Look at me, I'm Sandra D.
Okay, so knives ratings. I'll go. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5 knives. I do really appreciate the movie, and I can see I see Todd Browning had a lot on his plate as far as like trying to make sure that he got what he wanted like out of the movie, and not to be exploitive, but also to like shine some light where it hadn't been shined before. And there are those creepy moments. It's definitely it's a good one. Short, something you can just breeze your way on through. Yeah. So tell me yours.
Well, I'm gonna go with 4 stars. You know, I
1,
think
2, 3, 4.
it's been
4 9.
very influential, very influential, and, you know, culturally significant, if you will.
Yes.
You know, you can see it, like, even in American Horror Story Season 4, a lot of, like, even some of the characters, I feel like, are lifted from Freaks.
Yeah, you'd be totally right.
Along with, like, you know, just throughout the years, anything kind of circus-related, I feel like owes a little nod also.
Yeah,
to
wouldn't have happened
Freaks.
without Freaks.
And
for sure.
it's creepy, it's unsettling, it's funny, it's weird. You know, you're watching a movie full of, like, you know, oddities and kind of bizarre things you really don't get to see a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally agree.
It's really... And about people you don't really get to spend much time with.
Yes. So that's sometimes why we have the reactions we do, because our minds and our eyes are set on one thing, and we see something else, and we make a judgment that we don't need to, and that's why we have.
And like, as in, like,
Freaks.
scary factor, it's not very terrifying, but it still, I believe, belongs in the horror genre. Because, like I said, it does deal with the bizarre and kind of the macabre, and
Yes.
it deals with murder and, like, you know, revenge and
Yes.
a lot of things that you see that are elements in horror movies. So I think it fits in. It's like a solid drama that / horror movie.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. On
They
IMDb,
they
that's
turn a
what
lady. They turn a lady into a chicken.
Yeah.
Crying out loud.
On IMDb, it says genres, drama and horror.
Yeah.
So it's equal parts both.
Yeah.
And I appreciate this film a
Yeah,
lot.
and it got us down to some crazy circus cemetery. It was very inspiring this month for us.
Yeah, I definitely think that this is going to go down as one of our most favorite little mini trips
Day trip.
ever. Hashtag.
So we have a lot of fun stuff coming up, though. Like we said, we kind of had to switch it out. Next month we're going to do Cabin in the Woods, and we're going to try to stay. We're not going to try. We're going to stay in the cabin.
Yes.
And, you know, just have fun. Do some Ouija boarding, maybe making some s'mores, and just, you know,
trying to do all the things.
doing all the cabin things, you know, that people do.
And then after that, I mean, we're really excited about this.
And then in May, we will have our horror convention special. We're going down to Dallas for Texas Frightmare Weekend, where we're going to see all kinds of cool people like Dee Wallace and Dario Argento. We'll talk more about it next episode, at the end of next episode.
Fill you in on all the deets.
We have some cool stuff coming up. We're really excited about this year and about our podcast.
Yeah.
So keep listening. Go, you know, check us out at screamqueenspodcast.com.
That's screamqueenspodcast.com.
You can find us on Instagram or Facebook by just plugging in Scream Queens Podcast.
Yeah, like us, follow us, subscribe, like, do all the things, and we appreciate it, and we like hearing from you guys, so maybe, like, you know, just let's interact, let's get together, yeah.
Let's be like a big old family.
But we love you guys so much. Thank you again for listening, and we're gonna catch you later, so
Bye.
bye.